Hello and welcome to another video. So we're going to have a look at a few basic examples of how to evaluate values for trigonometric functions. So let's say, and this is all without a calculator by the way, so you won't be allowed a calculator in your tests or assessment. So if we want to find out sine 15, how do we do that? Well, what do we know? We know the values of sine of 45, 30, 60, and 90, and 0, right, from previous videos. That's the table of values that we know. So we can say that sine of 15 is the same of sine of 45 minus 30, right? That's fairly straightforward. Now, how do we find the sine of 45 minus 30? Well, let's go back to the trig identity, which is sine of A minus B is equal to sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. So if we want to know the sine of 45 take 30, we know that that's going to be sine of 45 cosine of 30 minus cosine of 45 sine of 30. So we know that sine of 45 from our values is 1 on root 2, and cosine of 30 is root 3 on 2. Cosine of 45 is the same as sine of 45, which is 1 on root 2, and sine of 30 is a half. So simplifying all this, we have root 3 over 2 times root 2 minus 1 over 2 times root 2. So that's equal to root 3 take 1 over 2 times root 2. And that's what we get for sine of 15. Let's have a look at another example. So let's suppose we want to find out the value of tan of 13 pi on 12. Well, that's really the same as the tan of 12 pi on 12 plus pi on 12. So, as we simplify that, that's equivalent to the tan of pi plus pi on 12. Now, from our previous video when we saw the tan graphs, we know that tan has a period of pi, right? So it repeats itself every pi radians. Therefore, tan of pi plus pi over 12 is actually the same as tan of pi on 12, right? From what we know from our tangent graphs. And pi on 12, we can sort of simplify that as saying pi on 4 take pi on 6. Now, we know these values from our tables. So if we go back to the trigonometric identity, which is tan of A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A tan B. So we can apply that to this problem. So let's continue going. So using this trigonometric identity, we can continue the following. That means tan of pi on 4 over pi on 6 is equal to tan pi on 4 minus tan pi on 6 over 1 plus tan pi on 4 times tan pi on 6. And that is then equivalent to 1 minus 1 over root 3 over 1 plus 1 over root 3. Now, in order to simplify this further, we can basically times both sides by root 3 over root 3. So that will give us root 3 take 1 over root 3 plus 1. So that's really the value that we have for tan of 13 pi over 12. And I'll see you in the next video.